Hello again, everybody. First off, I'd like to say sorry for the quality on the desktop part of this video. If anyone has any programs that they like that gives good quality, screen recording programs that is, leave a suggestion or comment, and I'll try to get to it. But anyways, this is a video all about emulators, how to put it on your hard drive, how to use them, everything about emulators. Right now there are 3 main ones out. Mame360, Super Nintendo 360, and GenesisPlus 360. I'm going to cover these 3 on how to use them. So here we go. First thing is first, you have to get Xbins. You can get auto Xbins off of my website. My website is xbox360.com. I'll put it on a link to the side. And if you're watching this video on my website, then you already know what it is. But go ahead and download Auto Xbins on my website. It will be under the program section, and then go ahead and load it up. Auto Xbins is a very, very nice program. It lets you connect to Xbins, which host programs that normally you're not allowed to get. These emulators are made with XDK programs, so no one's really allowed to upload them except for Xbins. So this will automatically connect you to the Xbins, and it's really nice to have. So now that it's connected, I'm going to go click on Xbox 360, then go to Emulators, then find the 3 emulators that you want. You're going to want Super Nintendo 360, Mame360, and GenesisPlus 360. Just download the ones that I kind of point to if you can see them. If you can't see which ones they are, then just download the one you think. Most of the time it's pretty easy to tell which one. But I already have them downloaded right here, so I'm going to go ahead and just extract them. Also, make sure you see part 2. That's where the Mame ROM, it's where I show you how to put Mame ROMs on your hard drive, which actually is a little bit more complicated than Super Nintendo and Genesis, so make sure you see part 2 of this video. It's going to be right at the beginning. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and open up Super Nintendo emulator. Now you're going to see that it's going to have that numbered folder. That's the actual folder in the Super Nintendo itself. So I use export, which you can get off of my website also. And a little trick to export is you have to have user account control or something like that off if you have Vista or something like that, because then it won't let you click and drag like this. It won't let you click and drag, and it will just it sucks without it. So make sure you do that. If you don't know how, just Google how to turn off UAC for Vista. But we're going to go to partition 3 and then content, and then we're going to go down to the zeroed out folder. Now this zeroed out folder is where all your Xbox Live Arcade stuff is stored. We're just going to go ahead and copy over that numbered folder that we got off Xbins and drag it over to that folder. It will then appear on your hard drive. And if you don't know much about export, you have to have a Microsoft Migration Transfer Kit, and hook your hard drive up to that. Hook the toolkit up to the PC and your hard drive up to the toolkit. But as you can see, now it is on now it's on my hard drive right there. Oh, and by the way, you can get those toolkits off of eBay for $5. But now I mess around for a little bit here for a second. But alright, now ignore what I just did for the past couple seconds. This is what you want to do. I have my Super Nintendo ROMs right here. Now, the ROM directory is kind of where where most people have problems with emulators. So I'm going to cover this pretty completely. I'm going to create a new folder called Emus, E-M-U-S. Then inside of that folder is going to be, or then I'll go ahead and put Emus on my hard drive, right inside of partition 3, like kind of on the root, where it also is content and system update and stuff like that. Now, one of the main problems with putting ROMs on your Xbox 360 hard drive is it's a FATX system, so it's limited to a 42 character space length file name system. So what I've done is I've found a program called Flash Renamer. It'll be on my site, programs, and then under hard drive tools, I think. And what you can do here is over at the left you'll see replace, and then find, and then replace with. What you're going to do is you're going to go through and replace a lot of the punctuation characters with nothing. So you're going to replace a space with nothing, and when I say nothing, I mean like have nothing typed in the second blank, and it will replace it and just take away that space. So a space with nothing, a hyphen with nothing, a comma with nothing. A lot of times ROMs are named like parenthesis U, parenthesis, rename those with nothing. All of this just to shorten everything as much as you can, but still be able to determine what ROM that ROM is. So that's what I do here for my Genesis ROMs. I've already done this for my SNES ROMs, and my Mame ROMs are really short named anyways, so I didn't even need to do this for my Mame ROMs. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish up here. And so once I'm done with that, I'm going to go to my Super Nintendo ROM folder. Now, the ROM directory that you need to have in order to run the Super Nintendo ROMs is going to be Emus, or hard drive 1, which is your hard drive, and then Emus, which we've already created on partition 3. Then just inside partition 3, you need to have Snes360. And then just inside Snes360, you're going to have ROMs. And then inside of ROMs, you're going to have all of your ROMs. So it should look like hard drive 1, Emus, Snes360, ROMs, and then all your ROMs. Now what we're gonna do, and I just copied that over into the Emus folder on my hard drive, obviously. Now we're gonna go ahead and put over the GenesisPlus emulator onto my hard drive in that content zeroed out folder, just like we did with the Super Nintendo emulator. So as you can see, it's right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my Genesis ROMs onto my hard drive. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder called, well, right now I leave it as new folder, but the directory is in the README on the Genesis thing, which is going to be hard drive 1 /Emus /Genesis360 /ROMs, and then all of your ROMs inside of that folder. So I'm going to name this Genesis360. Then I'm going to create a new folder in here, and this is going to be called ROMs. A little misclick there. And then I'm going to put all of my Genesis ROMs that I just shortened the names of into the folder that's Genesis360 /ROMs / and then all of your ROMs. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy that folder over to the Emus folder inside of my hard drive. And that's going to wrap up part 1. Make sure you come back to see part 2 for how to get Mame emulator on.